Matthew Robert Payne, and this is just a short video called Self-Publishing Your Book. So first of all, let's talk about the manuscript. You have to know what you're doing, you have to know what you want to write, and this is about self-publishing Christian non-fiction. So I've got a book called Writing and Self-Publishing Christian Non-Fiction. I wrote it about 2 to 3 years ago when I'd written about 6 books, and I thought I'd write a book that taught you how to self-publish a book and how to get into the mood and the frame of mind that you need to be a Christian writer and to be someone who publishes a Christian book. So if you're watching this video, you've found my page on my website that's talking about this, and you've read a little bit and you've decided to watch the video and see what I had to say. So first of all, you need to work on your manuscript, and you can learn how to write a book and get your manuscript prepared by reading my book, Writing and Self-Publishing Christian Non-Fiction. And on my page on my website, there'll be a link to the book, and I fully suggest that you read the book, and it will answer a lot of your questions. In fact, I won't work with you to publish your book unless you've read that book first, so that we come from the same level of understanding, that we're coming from the same direction, and we've got a meeting of minds. So the first step you need to do in your publishing process is find out what I say in this page, find out what I say in this video, and read that book. When you've written your manuscript and you know how many words the manuscript is, then we'll go on to the editing costs. Now, the second point, the editing cost of your book is going to be 6 cents per word. So a 20,000 word book will cost you $1,200 US to be edited, and anything like a 50,000 word book will cost you $3,000 US to be edited, and so on and so forth. You just get the total word count on Microsoft Word and times that by 6 cents a word. So if you want to write a small or large book, it depends on your budget and how much you can afford to pay. The editing cost is by far the most expensive cost of editing publishing a book. Now, I have to explain the editor that I work with. I've worked at the recording of this video in September 2017. I've worked with her on 19 of my own books. So anyone who's worked with an editor over 19 books have built a tremendous relationship with that person, and she's the only editor I'll work with. So if you're going to come and use my services, she's the only editor I'll suggest. So many self-published books, so many people that self-publish books, publish books of poor quality with many spelling and grammatical errors and all sorts of errors in their book, and that just simply won't exist if you use the editor that I direct you to. In fact, like I said, if you're going to use my services and I'm going to spend my time coaching you and holding your hand through the publishing process, I request that you use the editor that I suggest. Now, if you pay cheap, you get cheap. It works with any product. You know, I use Apple Mac, and I've never had a problem with a virus on an Apple Mac, and I've had a problem with a virus within the first day of having a PC, and I bought an Apple Mac, and I do everything on an Apple Mac, and they cost a lot of money, but they're certainly worth the money. So with this editor, she'll do a copy edit. She'll basically rewrite what you've written and make it sound better. And then the second stage of the editing is she'll have a Skype call with you or a phone call with you where she'll read through the whole book. The book I'm working on at the moment has got 36,000 words, and that will take 3 sessions of 2 hours each reading the whole book. She reads the whole book, and you check through every sentence and every word of your book, and you edit it until you're completely happy. Then the editor goes off and reads through your book and does a final check on your book and a final edit of your book. It's very comprehensive. Sometimes when you load the book up into Kindle, it might have 1 spelling mistake that Kindle picks up or 0 spelling mistakes, and it's really comprehensive. So if you're watching this video and you want to work with me, we'll be using this editor. Anyone who's got a friend who said they'll proofread your book or edit the book, unless the person is working as a full-time editor and that's their job, I won't work with you. Okay, so that's going to be 6 cents per word, so you can calculate that when you've got your manuscript. The cover cost, the cover designer that I work with, I've used for about 25 of my covers, so he's a very experienced cover designer. His cover costs $150 US. So that's how much that's going to cost you. And he's very good at getting designs and doing designs for people. And I can also work with you and help you get a good image that will suit the title of your book and suit what your book is talking about. I help him pick most of the pictures that I use for my covers, and if you've been attracted to my books and you've seen my books, you'll see that I have good covers. The publishing cost, the person I've used for about 28 of my books. He does a good price for me, but the price he's arranged for anyone that I bring in to use his services is $299. Now, for your $299 US, you'll get electronic book and ebook made, you'll get a paper book made, you'll get a hardcover book made and made available, and you'll have an audio book made that will be available on Audible. So you'll have an ebook, a paperback book, a hardcover book, and an Audible book, and he'll do all of that for $299. If you work with me, I'll charge something like $30 an hour consulting fee. So as you work with me and I spend time, I'll charge you $30 an hour to pay for my time. His price would be $299. Some of you will control your Kindle book and will get you to set up a Kindle account with Amazon, and I'll teach you how to load up your book into Kindle. And if you handle your Kindle account, then you can advertise your book for free once a month and advertise that on social media, so your book can get a bit of buzz. If you let Bill, my friend, the publisher, handle your Kindle book, well then you won't be able to advertise it once a month, but you'll be able to have it on the Kindle Select program, where people can read your book for free, part of the Kindle Select program, where they pay a membership fee of $15 a month and they can read unlimited books, and you get a commission off Amazon for everyone who's read your book. So that's the thing. The 4 stages is you'll need your manuscript. I ask everyone to read my book on the process of how to write a book. You've got the editing cost at 6 cents a word US. You've got the cover cost at $150 US, and you got the publishing cost at $299 US. So that's the process we're going to use. and I will explain some of this on my website and the page, and we'll arrange a phone call or a Facebook video chat so I can answer some of your questions and step you through things. But essentially, most of the material that we'll be talking about will be found in my book, and I'll have you read the book. If you want the $299 deal, I'll have you read the book before I work with you. I hope that this has been informative, and publishing quality books that compete with other popular authors that my books compete with takes money, takes dedication, and a seriousness, and you need to strive to do excellence with everything that you do. And so I'm not going to make a lot of money. $30 an hour isn't a lot of money to make. I'm doing this to build up the kingdom and make the kingdom more successful and more prosperous. So if this interests you, send me an email at my email address that's listed on this page, and we'll get to talking. God bless.